Hello everyone, myself Vaibhav. In today's session of Visual JForex, we will continue our introduction series, and in today's series, we are going to take a look on the EMA, the exponential moving average, how we can use this indicator on the Visual JForex platform. We will also see its brief description. This is part of the moving average series, and we have done Bill Williams in a prior sessions. Yesterday we saw the double exponential moving average, and today we are moving to exponential moving average. And normally I would have taken the EMA before the DEMA, but we are going as per the platform listing. So here we have DEMA listed before the EMA as per the alphabetical nomenclature, and for ease of understanding and use, I am going as per this alphabetical listing. We will continue this sequence in coming sessions as well. So we will go one by one all through these indicators. So last will come the WMA. Now it's the turn of EMA. So here we will see its calculation, how it is calculated, and then its functionality, how it can guide us in making or designing a profitable trading algorithm. So if you consider the short description, this is a exponential smooth moving average, and it is calculated by adding a certain share of the current closing price to the previous value of the moving average. So here we take the yesterday's moving average, then we multiply it by a factor which is 1 minus k, and this is the calculation for k, how the k is arrived. So for deriving the k, you have to divide 2 by n plus 1, where n stands for the length of the EMA. Suppose if the length of the EMA is x, then we will take that value x plus 1, and then we will divide uh, x divide 2 by x plus 1. So that's how the k is arrived, and since this is the exponential moving average, more weightage is generally accorded to the current that is today's closing value. And here we do that by we weight that value by multiplying it by k, and here we have seen this case calculation, and then we add that product of this multiplication to the earlier calculation. So here there is a formula how this EMA is calculated. So keep this in mind whenever you feel how the k or the EMA is calculated. This is a Visual JForex block, and we will see its parameters, the input parameters and output parameters, and also the impact of different settings, how this change in one or two parameters can change the whole outcome, the output value. So here we have this listing of tooltips, the instrument, the time period, the shift, time period integer, and line double, which is a double variable. This is as per the Java data type, and we have already seen the various data types which are in use on the Visual JForex platform. So now let us go straight to the Visual JForex platform, where we will see this block. So all you have to do is go to this indicator section. Here you will have this listing of various indicators grouped as per their characteristics. So here we had these Bill Williams. We have already seen those indicators. Almost done. Now it's the turn of moving average. Then we will move on to mathematical, momentum indicators, the oscillators, the other indicators which are not grouped in any particular club. So here we have these indicators, and once we will move ahead in the sessions, move in maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months down the line, we will not have the ready-made description for the info. we will have to do a bit of googling and search and then arrive at necessary description. Now today, for today's session, we limit ourselves to the discussion of the EMA. So here all you have to do is drag and drop this EMA block on this board, and this is a platform developed by the Dukascopy Bank SA for developing the algorithm so that you can sit back and relax and watch the action unfold while relying on the algorithm which you have developed yourself. So here you can also get this info section, and in this info section most of the explanation is included on the EMA block. So here you have to define these input values as per your requirement. Default instrument, as we have already seen many a times, it can be anything, whichever instrument you want to choose, and then comes the time period. Now the question of defining a time period is very important, as this is going to be the deciding factor on which we have to base our functioning of the algorithm. Let us add EMA on this chart. Here we have got this EMA. What happened? The EMA hasn't been plotted. Let me see what went wrong. Recent indicators. Okay, again we got the indicator now. This is EMA, and it is being calculated on the daily time frame. That is the issue. So we have to edit it to do the calculation as per the chart time period. Here you can fix this, so whichever input value you choose, it will be fixed, and regardless of what time frame the chart is being displayed on, the EMA calculation will remain as per your this customized parameter. But for the time being, let us go to the 10-minute part. Okay, we no not 10-minute, we get this use from chart. Okay, so whatever is the time frame of the chart, it will be calculated accordingly. Now as we are talking about 10 minutes, so we go to the 10 minutes part, and here it is taking a bit of time. Okay, we got this. As you can see, the EMA is having more weightage being given to the recent price action. Because of that, it is able to stay as close to the price action as possible, and it is also a function of the EMA's time period. Now when I mean time period, I mean the number of bars which are taken into account while calculation. Now here this is EMA 10, so last 10 candles are taken into account while doing the calculation for the current EMA value. So on what time frame or what candle period you are basing this is also of due importance. Now suppose if we make this EMA to 50, we will have a different EMA series plotted. So this is a EMA series on the 50 candles data. Last 50 bars are taken under consideration for calculating these EMA 50 for the current value. So at any point in time, if you want to use this EMA value, all you have to do is choose the look back period accordingly, and the algorithmic setup will be able to go back in time and take that value as per our defined parameters. So this is 10 minutes, and if you want to use it on a different time frame, all you have to do is change this to whichever time frame you want to use. 30 minutes, we have defined time period at 14. So if we want to use the same time frame and the input parameters to make our understanding clearer, we have to plot the same indicator with same input parameters on the chart so that we are able to derive the necessary clarity of mind. So this is a 30 minutes chart, and let us change this time frame to the value as per the Visual JForex block, and it is 14. So we change this to 14, and it will look like this. So this is 30 minutes, and the candles which are taken into account, the number of bars for Euro USD is defined at 14. So here this is the combination, and this is how it will look like on the chart. So whenever you want to use any indicator with any particular combination, I would suggest that you plot it on the chart and see how it appears there. Now moving on to the output values, this is the EMA 12, and this is output variable, which you can do put in any other calculations down the line. So that is going to come handy, and this output value is equal to what we see here whenever we click on a particular EMA value. So this is going to be the output value for the current half an hour. The output value is at 1.1607. So this will keep changing, and it will be fixed only once the candle closes. So mostly what I do personally, I use shift 1. So we are able to go back in time by 1 bar, and we get last closing levels value, and that remains constant at least for half an hour. So if we use shift 1, then this will be the output value 1.16058. Now coming to the further settings, we have these other settings, other parameters which needs to be defined, and as we have discussed in prior sessions as well, you can put these in ask or bid. And then this is very important, on which price you are doing the calculation. So if it is applied price of the close price, then it will be differently calculated. If it is a low price, median price, or the typical price, or you can say weighted close price, then it will be calculated accordingly as per the formula of the calculation. So here you can try out those changes in these editing options and calculate from the custom data when base period is all right, and we have to see if we can. Okay, price, the applied price can be changed from here. If you want to use weighted close price HLCC divided by 4, then you can apply that, and your output value will be different, tad different, not much different, but still difference is difference. So here again, let us change this to say median price. It will again change here. Mark these differences between the output values. Though the differences are appearing minor, they are still relevant, and you can try out all these combinations, and then you can choose to do comparison, or you can do combination with other indicators, and you can use this EMA as per your requirement, either as a standalone indicator or in combination with others. And many a times EMA is also part of, as a it is taken as a constituent of other indicators, like in case of MACD or some other indicators. So that way also you can use the EMA. So EMA is a very versatile indicator, and it is widely used as well. fairly simple to understand and easy to use, and that's what has contributed to its immense popularity among the trading community. So that's it from my side for today's session. If any of you have any query or any idea to share, you can write it in the comment section and I would be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risk associated with trading in the financial instrument. So be careful on that front as well. And whenever you develop any algorithm, I would recommend that you carry out extensive testing before using it on the live account. We will be back tomorrow with a new indicator. Till then, have a fabulous time. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.